So we will see Langanari as the first map, an admin pick. And Philster took Fortify Clearing as his own map, and a Sensitive Boy went with Fractal. Civs, we see Bands, Mongols, and Britons from Philster, and Turks and Spanish from a Sensitive Boy. So a Sensitive Boy doesn't want to be castle dropped into a unique unit or something like that. Philster picked Hindustanis, Slavs, Lithuanians, and Teutons, whereas Sensitive Boy went with Magyars, Poles, Bohemians, and Huns. So on Langanari, I expect honestly Hindustanis, I believe, versus Magyars. Yeah, that's what I think we will see. Let me change the title of the stream and tag the people so that they can know that we are casting the game. So here we are on Langanari. We are in the Longswords Bracket. Why is the game paused? I don't know, but that gives me time to change here the bracket information. Longswords Bracket. We have Philster versus a Sensitive Boy. It's because Age of Empires crashed. I have to restart it. Technology. So a Sensitive Boy is a forest nothing champ. Interesting. All right. Let's go again. Okay. So we are on Langanari. We have Philster401 in green as the Teutons against a Sensitive Boy as the Magyars. So I expect to see scouts from the Magyars. I think we will also see some scouts from the Teutons, but let's see. However, Magyars have an advantage in the cavalry. One, they get the free attack upgrades, and two, the Teutons lack husbandry, so their cavalry is a bit slower. But they do get fully upgraded, I believe, paladins, except husbandry. Yep, full attack and armor upgrades, and 2 paladins. So they are still a good unit. I switched the colors by mistake. I think green and orange might be difficult for some people, so I will actually change the colors. So we'll put Philster in blue and the Sensitive Boy in red. Okay. So we see a lumber camp in the back for a Sensitive Boy. And yeah, and yeah, a bark lumber camp for Philster as well. Scouting with the turkey. And the Sensitive Boy is pushing in deer. So they are a bit higher elo. I have to check what the elo actually is. Let's look here. Longswords, Philster, and Sensitive Boy. So Philster is 1078 right now, And the sensitive boy doesn't actually have a rating currently, but it's 1100 more or less. And we see a mill on the berries for a sensitive boy. Now that is a weird placement for the mill. And thank you for the follow, the Bahama Llama. Bahama Llama. And yeah, so it's a weird placement on this map on the berries, because I expect the mill rather on the shorefish. However, we see the same from Philster. Thank you for the follow, Big Chief. And yeah. So that Bahama Llama is a friend from the Survivalist Discord. He takes lessons from Survivalist. I've seen a few rec reviews. And you are around this elo, I believe, right? 1200, something like that. A sensitive boy, welcome. And the second boar is in. All right, we have 4 on wood, 4 both. And Philster is up first. Without loom? Or do we have loom? We have loom. Yeah. So we're just up first. There's a little bit of idle TC. One villager's worth of idle TC. And yeah, but Philster is going up with 18 population. That is not a lot. Whereas we have a more standard 20 from a sensitive boy. You didn't know that there was water fish in the middle. Well, reviewing the map before playing it is a good idea. But apparently neither did Philster. So we see a barracks going up at the perfect time for both. And sensitive boy is going for the wood line on the sides, because we see right away the gold. The gold is visible for the players. Like here, Philster has vision on this, even without scouting it. You see it. And the scout has already found this wood line. Interesting. That's lucky from the Philster. And we get attacked. Well, we attacked the villager and the villager fought back. Can you blame her? And yeah. So we already have a stable up from the Philster. And the stable is coming up as well for a sensitive boy. So the elo here is about 1100. Which is something I could add as information. As we see the Philster being annoying, and they will maybe pick a villager here. No, a spear is here to defend. The villager is going back to base. It's fine. And we see the higher elo at play here, because that's a detail that at lower elo it gets overlooked. But it's really important to keep the low health villagers very close to the TC, so that it's harder to snipe them. And we see scouts, 2 scouts, and one is chasing another scout here. So 2 scouts are going back to that wood line, but there are spearmen. Alright, so we see attacks here on villagers, but the scout is down. Those 2 are now idle. Nice job from both. Good defense from a sensitive boy and good harassment from Philster. However, the idle TC for Philster is really not good. For this elo, that's That's a huge problem. And it is reflecting in the number of villagers. We have 21 villagers for Philster and 25 for a sensitive boy. And now the scouts are down. There are 3 scouts from a sensitive boy. This is looking better for a sensitive boy. This is a time to go forward. And we are doing it. Good. Philster is adding walling on the wood line. It's good because you have to expect those scouts to come forward. So it's good to pre-wall. Checking the side. We see that there's nothing. And while right now it is helpful because there's nothing to pick, the problem is it's going to take longer for Philster to access this gold, which is going to be needed later on. Because apparently, despite not scouting, not looking at the map, a sensitive boy was a smart boy to figure out, okay, I only have 2 tiles of gold here. I will need this gold there. We see spears defending, but the scouts are just gonna move somewhere else. And these are Magyar scouts, so they have already the attack upgrade, which means they will kill villagers faster. It's not easy to defend with villagers against these scouts. Actually, not recommendable. I really don't like this mining camp. Really not at all. But I guess it was a necessity. I mean, yeah. It is what it is. So, and another scout goes down here. And we see a militia. Where did that one come from? And the 4 scouts are going in. Wheelbarrow is being researched by Philster. Good. That's another detail of a bit higher elo. You pull in the villagers inside the TC, and as soon as the scouts move out, you bring them back to work right away, so that you minimize the idle worker time. It looks like we are defending for now. However, we have 35 villagers for the sensitive boy and only 29 for Philster. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Right now there's a Neko lead for the Magyar player. And we're about to click up. Well, we are missing some gold. Do we have a market? We do not have a market. So the gold is going to be the problem. We have enough food to click up. We have enough wood to sell it and click up. But we don't have a market. We're getting wheelbarrow. And by the time wheelbarrow is done, we'll have enough gold and we'll be able to click up. However, Philster will also be able to click up, and I think Philster will click up first. Let's play in 1 hour. Okay, Big Chief. After this set. However long it takes. And we see 2 spearmen, 3 actually, and the scouts are gone. And Castle Age is clicked by Philster first. And yeah, a sensitive boy clicks later. So yeah, that's the thing. If there was a market, or if we went to gold earlier, we would have had how much? A minute earlier castle time. So Philster is getting an armor upgrade for the cavalry. So we are going to see knights. There's some idling around in the farms, which is not great because we have... Yeah, okay, we found it. Because we have a disadvantage on villagers. we are seeing bloodlines on both sides before Castle Age comes in. And the spearmen are moving forward to distract a sensitive boy. It is actually working for the distraction part. Having to micro this instead of chopping wood or gold. Another stable for a sensitive boy. I would argue a bit late. Yeah, would have been nice to have it up already, but okay. So we have 2 stables and we are producing scouts. We are in Castle Age. We can produce knights. Knights are generally better than scouts. So, ooh, I saw a horse collar coming in right now for a sensitive boy. That's a bit late with 17 farms already on the field. We are gonna have a wood problem, especially with only, well, okay, we have 11 on wood now. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem, yeah. So a TC went up to defend this, but a siege workshop is also here, ready to take down this newly built TC. Will Philster manage it? We'll see. As we see knights coming on the field. And this back eco is a bit exposed because it's not walled in. Differently than what we have here. And yeah, the scouts are in. However, the scouts will not even get a villager kill. So yeah. If those were knights, on the other hand, they would get more than 2. And we see knights from Sensitive Boy as well. Philster has not made the second armor upgrade. Coming in now for a Sensitive Boy. But the Magyars have the advantage that they have the second attack upgrade for free. It's already in, so those knights are stronger. Right now they are also more bigger number, 5 versus 2. And we see a mangonel coming out, and it's gonna attack those villagers, that TC. But the knights are here. That mangonel will have a very short life. Pick some scouts on the way. Well, now we're giving time for the cavalry from Philster to come. We are going to kill this villager. And she's dead. So the Magyars are losing knights. Not great. We do have better upgrades, but we have lower numbers. The mangonel will survive. We'll leave for another day. I did not expect that. So, eco, we have 54 villagers for a Sensitive Boy versus 40 for Philster. Sensitive Boy is on 2 TCs, Philster is only on 1. So, the aggression needs to work. And needs to work fast, because otherwise the eco difference is gonna be too high and we are gonna lose this mangonel for free. And the villager? No, the villager survives. Yeah, that was expensive. We are mining some stone here. Philster is not on stone. And is starting now to chop the wood here to access the gold, and that's a problem because here we have 400 gold left. The other side is, oh, it's here. We have another 800. Yeah, it's gonna soon run out, and we will not be through by the time that gold is finished. That's gonna be an issue. So we are adding pikemen. Not a bad idea, but it's a bad idea to trickle them into the TC Ooh. The mangonel almost got the knights. So we see a knight trying to come in. And a big fight here. Are we killing our own knights? I think we are. And there's a monk. However, Teutons, let's not forget, they resist conversion. But I think the mangonel did more damage to our knights than anything else. This monk is gonna be very useful in healing up those knights. And we have 9 knights for the Teutons and 10 for the Magyars. And the barracks is coming up, another one. We also have a monastery here, and we're building a monk. Teuton monks have higher healing range as well. It's also a nice bonus. And will we see a mangonel shot? No, the mangonel has been spotted. The pikeman will die for free under the TC. That's a fight that's going to go into the Teuton's favor. Nah, hard to tell. It's very even. It's very even, but we are not really committing, and the villager difference is growing and growing. Now there's a 21 villager lead for a sensitive boy. That's starting to be a big problem. It's good that we are keeping the pressure up, but I don't think it's enough pressure right now. We have 2 mangonels, only one is shooting. And we are healing those knights, whereas a sensitive boy is not. He's idling some eco here on this TC. Stop sending the pikemen to die under the TC, please. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. A double attack. And mangonel went this side and killed some villagers. That was a coup de finesse, I would say. And we have 15 villagers inside this TC. Those are 15 villagers that are not working. However, we are leaving our mangonels exposed, but we get a knight kill. Nice. Stop sending the pikemen under the TC, please. But the Magyars has now 17 knights against 10 and 6 pikemen. The numbers are flipping, and yeah, that is probably also due to the eco lead. We have 75 villagers for a sensitive boy, who has been gaining some idle TC now, and 57 for Philster. We have a knight here probably trying to go and harass and whatever. Building another stable. We need more production. Makes sense. However, this fight, I think, is gonna go into, yep, the Magyar's favor. Ooh, and that's a wipe. Complete wipe. That's ouchie, ouchie. And we kill more villagers. Nice mangonel shot. But the mangonel is down. We lost our army, and now a castle is being built here that will take care of all the buildings except this barracks, which is touching. The siege workshop, I think, is outside of the minimum range. And yeah, the castle is not building because there's a knight. This knight is preventing the castle. And the GG is called from Philster. GG, well played. And yeah, we see 42 knights from a sensitive boy, and not enough knights and pikemen from Philster. And yeah, I think a large part of this comes from the early idle TC that Philster had. 2.5 minutes versus, I think it was 30 seconds or something like that from Sensitive Boy. That is 4 villagers of difference. And yeah, so let's go take a look at the game number 2. Game number 2 will be on fortified clearing. In green we have Philster with the Lithuanians. And we'll change that to blue because we had them in blue. And the Sensitive Boy will be in red with the Poles. So again, 2 cavalry civs. Lithuanians, if they get the relics, have the edge, especially over the Poles. Cavalry is not the best. They only upgrade to Cavalier. However, with the unique tech, they are very cheap to produce. And let's see if this is going to be a fast castle or if there's going to be some earlier aggression. We have to update the score. It's 1-0 for Sensitive Boy. Okay. So far so good. We have first boar is gonna be pulled in for Philster. Let's see. Sensitive Boy is pushing deer, hasn't found this sheep or that sheep. I prefer to find at least 1 pair of extra sheep before focusing on deer, but I'm also much lower elo, so pushing deer is not always an option. Oh, that is a bit unfortunate. Where are they? Yeah, we also don't see the second boar. That's very unfortunate. And let's see if the scouting from the Philster is a bit better. Who's also pushing in deer. And we lost the deer. That's fine. We're back on it. So we see the second boar. We just took the first one. I was a bit late. Didn't Philster go earlier on boar? Well, whatever. Yeah. Did we find the sheep? We found the sheep. Yeah. So, did we finally scout? Let's change the... We scouted 1 sheep here. So we know that the other one is there. But this we haven't found yet. Wow. That is unfortunate. I've seen this happen though on this map. The boar likes to hide here, even further back. And yeah, but we should be able to find it now. And there we go. We found the sheep, we found the boar. I'm sure that the Sensitive Boy had a sigh of relief right now. As we see the villagers going to wood because they were idling, and there's 1 sheep under the TC. Maybe we didn't see it. Or did we click up? We did not. We are missing food badly, to the point that we added a farm. There we go. Second boar is in. Good. So Philster could click up. Has the food. The food for a sensitive boy is not there. Yeah. We didn't get any of the two boars because we didn't see either of them. Ah, that was unfortunate. I understand that if we didn't see either of the boars pushing in deer, yeah, but on the other hand, you didn't find the boars because of lack of scouting, so pushing in the deer was maybe not a good idea at this point. See a barracks from Philster, so we are not doing a naked fast castle. Are we going to see some feudal aggression? Neither of the two players have walled the side yet. Both of them have clicked up, but Philster has 1 minute advantage. Yeah, idle TC is good. Nice. House. We're now scouting the middle for a sensitive boy. And what is Philster doing with the scouts? Scouting around. Scouting around. So, are we going to see aggression? We see a stable. Ah, we're going to see scouts, aren't we? We still have sheep under the TC, but we are not eating the sheep. Interesting. I guess maybe the berry villagers will do that. Eco upgrades. No double beat axe. No horse collar yet for Philster. That's usually something you research right away. Depends a little bit on the build, but at least double beat axe. And yeah, that's like this amount of buildings in this direction and you're walled. Did we scout it? I think we did. Yeah, more or less. Well, okay. And we see a market, blacksmith, so a more classical fast castle from a sensitive boy who's now researching double bait axe before clicking up. Because we were missing the gold, which we now have. Exactly, we idle a little bit to click up. We are on stone, so we're going to see a castle. I guess it's gonna be a forward castle. And we see a scout harassing, but the scout is gonna go down with one villager. And now, okay, we have more scouts, so it's fine. And so now we see horse collar for Philster. Double beat axe has been researched as well. And we are still not seeing horse collar for a sensitive boy. Don't have a lot of farms, but now is the time that we want to add them. So having horse collar would really help, especially as poles around the forward. And let's see. Let us see. Scout fight. Second TC for Philster, who is up in Castle Age. And yeah, another scout here. And yeah, scout followed in, but the TC is gonna kill that scout. Bye-bye. Alright, we are in Castle Age as well for the Sensitive Boy, who adds another TC right next to the starting one. I'm not sure I agree with this TC placement. This one I like better. It's on a wood line, close to the gold. This feels a bit cramped, but it is true that as poles you do want to farm around forwarks and not around the TC, so I guess the space around the TC doesn't matter as much. So villagers, we have 30 villagers for Philster versus 28 from a Sensitive Boy. That's purely because Philster built the second TC first, so started producing more villagers first. However, the third TC will go up first for a Sensitive Boy. Philster is adding a third one in the central area next to the gold and wood. Don't dislike that, but on this map I'd rather have it outside because there's gold around. It's a bit safer, but let's see if that works. And we see a castle. It's not a forward castle. And there's a scout that's saying, let me out, let me out. But we do see the castle, so we know that we can expect Obuch, for example. And we are walling the side, only one. Philster did not fully wall either side, but apparently it's fine. Did a Sensitive Boy scout the base of the opponent? No, we haven't seen it at all. Let's check the difference with Philster. Philster has seen basically the whole map, at least the important things. And yeah, so we have a very clear idea of how the enemy base looks like. We know where to attack, we know what to expect with the castle. We don't know about this TC yet. Yeah. So 3 TCs for both. 41 to 41 villagers, so we are even. Idle TC is slightly higher for Philster, but in the same range. And as I say that, the Sensitive Boy is idling, and so is Philster. Good job. And we see a relic coming in. It's already the second relic. And we have a third here. And this monk is also looking for a relic. This spearman is going out for the relic. But the relic is gone. We are building another forward and more farms. And we are walling the other side to the wood line. Great. That's a better wall than this one. This one could have been straight. But okay. However, these are just palisade walls, so in the Castle Age, any unit will destroy palisade walls in a short time. Alright. We see another stable from Philster, more farms. 59 villagers for a Sensitive Boy, 56 from Philster. The idle TC went up quite a bit as we reach Castle Age, and having 3 TCs and so on, it becomes a bit harder to keep it low. It's also slightly less important, more farms, forwards. The thing is, this booming favors the Poles more than the Lithuanians. The problem that the poles generally have is that starting their eco is a bit slow because you need all these forwards, all these farms. But if you let them do it, then it becomes hard. Like with the unique tech, you get the cheap knights, you can spam so many knights. And the spearman gets converted and we get the relic. So we have 4, soon 5 relics for Philster. And I think we don't have any, don't even have a monastery for a sensitive boy. Okay, so we get the stone wall behind the palisade gates, the palisade walls. I wonder why did we build the palisades if we're gonna do the stone wall anyway? But sure, fine. So handcard is coming in for Philster. Imperial Age is coming in for a sensitive boy. And a sensitive boy has 39 on food. It is 36 for Philster, but these are pole farms, so they even get more food because you get a bonus when you build a farm next to the forward. Yeah, scouts just distracting a little bit, and we see a castle in the middle for a sensitive boy who does not feel confident enough to go forward with it. Imagine this castle being here. You do need some army to support, which is not present yet. But we are attacking into infantry. So we see some obuch, we see the armor upgrade coming in, we saw the attack already come in. So it seems we are committing to infantry, and probably obuch mainly. And the first 2 knights are created by Philster, right? As we have, see, Philster is bolder. I still don't like it very much, because if you're gonna place it forward, place it on the gold, at least on the gold. Maybe even here you range the wood line as well, but I don't think we see that wood line. Yeah, we don't. But at least range the gold. You can take that gold. And yeah, but going forward without army support is bold, especially at the 30th minute. And imp is in for a sensitive boy, and that made Philster realize, oh, I should click up as well, and so it did. It's getting the upgrades for the knights. We have conscription in and 2 traps behind it. I would argue that the trap should have been first, especially since you have 2 castles, but fine. And okay, this castle better, but at this point, why not directly on the wall so that you range the farms as well? I'm being nitpicky, but yeah. So first trap is attacking. First 2 traps are attacking the newly built castle. So I expect that castle to go down quickly. And the castle is down. This one will follow. We don't have army from Philster. We will be imp, but we won't have castles for traps. Oh no, we queue the Lightis. No, okay, we unqueue the Lightis and We are getting 8 trap. I don't think we're gonna get more, but we are fighting against 4 traps. That's just not gonna work, and you need all these villagers to repair the castle if you even want that 1 trap. And no, I don't think the trap is gonna come out. Yep. Castle goes down. No trap. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. The eco from the poles is now thrusting Sensitive Boy forward with all the obuch, and we have the wrong composition because we can't really fight effectively the obuch with cavalry. That's gonna be a disaster, and this ram is coming to his death. Okay, we still have enough cavalry that we are able to take this fight. However, our stables are being destroyed. And soon these traps will move out here, possibly ranging this TC. It's gonna be a bit of a problem. So chemistry is in, the final attack is in, and we upgraded our 1 ram to capped ram. I don't know, but we do have cavalier, and we are producing quite a bit. Villager count is almost even, slight edge for a sensitive boy. And we are getting paladin for the Lithuanian. These are +5 attack right now. That's great. We need iron casting. And we need the finer armor. If we are committed to knights. Whereas the infantry is fully upgraded right now for a sensitive boy. But the numbers are accumulating here. We have 32 obuch. So we have a bit of a break in between fights. I'll be right back. I have to close the window. A storm is coming in. Alright, and we see the push from a sensitive boy. So placing a castle, very good. So we take a forward position, and the traps are destroying the stables. The obuch are defending the villagers. The cavaliers are going to try to attack the villagers. They might kill quite a few, maybe even deny the castle for now, but we're gonna lose so many that in the end it's not gonna be worth it. So we did deny the castle, but we lost our mass. The paladins, not cavaliers. These are paladins. And yeah, so the castle was denied at 94%, but the villager count is still in favor of a sensitive boy, despite losing a lot of villagers there. So the obuch are moving forward, probably knowing that there can't be a lot of numbers since we just killed so many paladins. However, there's a good amount of production buildings here. They have 8 stables already built and 2 more coming up. And some archery ranges as well. So we are adding... Oh, and the bomber cannon is coming in for Philster. We are adding... I don't know. What are we adding? Hand cannoneer. Yeah. For the obuch. It's a good choice. And there's a castle here. Ooh. But it will not go up. That's unfortunate. Philster tried to be sneaky, but that did not work. And we have a scout in here that is causing some trouble, but I guess no. This paladin is headed for the front. I think Philster has not noticed. His Cavalier has 9 kills, 10. Gonna get 11. Oh, it's getting so much value, this light cap. So we're gonna select it while we watch the fight in the middle. The Paladins again are gonna be shredded by the Obuch. But there's some hand cannon here. Not enough yet. But they could prove to be a problem. So the traps go down, the Obuch are killing the Paladins. Paladins are going to raid, I guess. Hand Cannoneers are behind the Paladins, stealing the number of the Obuchs. We see a forward castle here that has been attempted, but denied. And the light cow that was in the eco is dead now. But it got so much value. I was sending villagers unprotected in the enemy army. That's so... no. That's painful to watch. That's painful. But we are moving away the hand cannoneers for whatever reason. No, attack the villagers! Okay, Paladin coming in will do the job. We can't trust those cannoneers. I think they are so fancy with their shotguns, whatever they are. Cannons, I guess. So Philster decided, okay, let's go for a safer version of that castle. The problem is that this castle doesn't do much. And yeah, we still see a big number of Obuch. A lot of idle eco because we are moving forward to the gold. And the population for a sensitive boy went decidedly down. We are below 100. That's not very good. However, the population in general is higher for a sensitive boy, a bit low for Philster. At this point, both players should be aiming for 200 pop, as the Winged Hussar are going into the eco and getting a lot of kills. Oh, the town bell was rung. Ooh, the town bell was rung from Philster. I did not expect that. See what happened? All those gold miners went back. They wanted to get into the TC. No, not again. No, not the town bell. Please. And so the raids are now splitting the attention. That's good. They're getting some kills as well. And despite being a little bit behind now in eco, these raids might be enough to tilt actually the opponent and force them to resign despite being in a technically winning position. This castle will go down as soon as it went up. Expected, because a sensitive boy can just attack from behind walls and there's no problem. Actually from behind the wood line. So yeah. So Eco KD is 64 to 58 in favor of Philster. 59. So it's very close. About to be equalized. And ooh, I like this amount of traps. 6 traps, Obuch and Winged Hussar. It's a very strong comp. I don't see... So there's 7 hand cannoneers. That's not enough to deal with the Obuch, especially if the Hussar is around and they can go and snipe the hand cannoneers. So we'll see how this fight goes. I have a suspicion that it might go in the way of the Poles player, especially because we are getting iron casting only now. That's super late. True that we have the relics, so we still have +5, but we are missing an attack upgrade, and we already don't get the last one with Lithuanians. And this Hussar has killed 22 villagers. Villagers? Yes, 22 villagers. This Hussar is invaluable. Alright, more paladins. Paladins versus Hussars. This, I don't get it. Why is the Obuch here? And we have raids as well while this is going on. This Hussar is at 29 kills. But we'll go down to the TC. Oh no, there's only 4 villagers inside, so not gonna care too much. And we get 31 kills. 32, 33. And here the paladins have disappeared. We have Obuch and Hussars are still here. And yeah, 88 population to 182. I think this is GG. And a big part of it is due to this Hussar. 33 kills. Maybe 34? Yes, 34. Wow. Like that Hussar alone did 1/3 of all the eco kills. It's amazing. Now dead at 35 kills. And we see raids up here. So Philster is out of gold. No, there's more gold here. There's gold here. But there's nobody there. Because we lost our eco. We have 62 villagers versus 116. So the situation has reversed from before. And Philster is not having an appropriate reaction to the raids. Did not wall earlier. And the GG is called. Well played. Sensitive Boy takes the win 2-0. That was an interesting game. It was very even until it was not. Yeah, honestly, early on, I think Philster could have pushed more and won. Yeah, but was a bit late. Let the Pole eco work, and yeah, then it was very hard to keep up. But very well played, both. Congratulations to a Sensitive Boy. It was well done. And yeah, the switch to hand cannoneer was good, but we didn't build enough hand cannoneers, so we couldn't deal with the Obuch actually. It is also a double gold comp, hand cannoneer and paladin, so it is gold intensive. But we see here, especially on the farming, here on the farming, we see a big difference in resources collected, and it is mainly the food. Actually, Philster has way more gold and more stone and relic gold. We see that we got 7 relics. Yeah, nice. It was a very nice game. Really liked it. Yeah, 8 PM. We see total 34 versus 22. Sensitive Boy, what is that? 22. I have higher than that. But as you can see, that does not matter, right? Peak, it's... no, that's current. Peak was 82 versus 117 from Philster. Yeah, well played. And Big Chief, are you still around? Let's see if Big Chief is around. We'll get to play. I got my broom ready. Okay, you need a broom to clean up the mess that I'm gonna leave in your base. Fine. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm not gonna stream the game live, would be too much. Thank you all for watching, and well, see you next time. Yeah, I'm going to raid. I don't know. I find somebody to raid, and then it's gonna be Big Chief versus Bergwijn. But somebody else has to cast it. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.